Hi everybody, Captain Bill Saiff III. Here is your South Shore brown trout tip here for, well, we're coming into the middle of April here. We've got conditions right now where you've got a lot of clarity on the shoreline. The winds come down a little bit, and yesterday, for example, the waters were gin clear. But you still got a real substantial melt-off happening right now. So Sluice Creek, Mink Creek, Bear Creek, all those tributaries are flush in water, so you get, number one, warm water coming out into the colder water of the lake, but in those areas it's turbid as well. So now you're a first-time fisherman, you're getting on the water. What do I select for stinger baits and colors that we know are going to produce? What you want to do is what we refer to as a 50-50 mix, because you got two kinds of conditions. Here are a pair of baits that you absolutely can't go wrong with. Here's a black silver squiggle, and here is a purple clown. Both of them are natural presentation color baits that in gin clear water are going to look like natural bait on the shoreline. They're going to be big time producers. Here's the other thing about the purple clown. If there's an Atlantic or a king on the shoreline, I guarantee you in an 8-rod pattern, that fish will find this colored bait. This is the hottest thing in the spring for taking those salmon on the shoreline. What can we use for a natural pattern that gives us a little variation from that? Hard to beat gold perch. The nice aspect of this spoon is it's not silver on the back. Being gold, it can be a telltale spoon for you. If all of a sudden this starts to go, then you can start to switch over some gold tuxedos and run some other gold pattern spoons into your rig to take some more strikes. Now, that doesn't necessarily help us in the plume of those rivers and those tributaries. While those will certainly take fish, here's a perfect example of a spoon where we're running a natural collar pattern, green, silver, but we got a little chartreuse on it as well. Chartreuses, greens, they're going to show up in turbid water conditions a lot better than the straight natural silver baits, silver blacks, silver blues, silver greens. Here's a tape spoon that my father created. This one we call a Miami Dolphin. It's got green and orange. You know, in those tributaries, steelheads are flushing at this time of year in April and May. They're coming out in the plume. Those color patterns are always good for a bonus steelhead as well. So what I would do in an 8-rod pattern, have your blue silvers, your black silvers, your green silvers on 4 of your rods, and then run combinations like these that have a little bit of chartreuse and green in them, so it gives you some more visibility and that low water clarity in those turbid water conditions coming out of the mouth of the tributary. You can literally go to your box without ever setting foot on the water with a boat, trolling, first day of the year, put those color combinations in, and you know that they're going to be tried and true producers for you. And then as you start to see certain hits on certain baits, you can isolate your pattern in, pull a few off, add different color patterns into the scheme of things, and kind of boost the number of fish you're taking on that trolling day. That's the best way to start. That's your Saiff Charter tip for starting out in clear and turbid conditions on the shores of Lake Ontario.